Welcome back, guys. It is the Brothers Geek Out podcast. Hope you guys are all well. This is going to be the second one of the new year. Second one in the new year.
Second one, yeah.
Yeah, second one in the new year.
Ready.
And G-Man's back in Dubai. We didn't get to do many episodes while he was here. It's got busy and life took over. So he's back. How's it going, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Trying to get back into the swing of things. Didn't sleep on the flight back, so just literally went a whole night with no sleep. And then Sunday, we landed Sunday morning and just shattered, bro. Lucky I was able to drive back from the airport because I was just so tired. And then I remember we went out for breakfast and I came back, I swear, and I just told the missus, I'm going to sleep. And I dropped on the sofa and I was out, bro, for like, I don't know, I think like 2 hours or something.
Yeah.
And then had to wake up. And that's like I said, like, you know, I was saying to you that I joined this Facebook group about our community and it's so freaking negative, right? I just read so much shit about theft, about damage, all this sort of stuff, right? So I was actually anxious about leaving the place for 3 weeks. But I came back, everything was cool. And I was just like, you know what? Immediately, I just deleted that group. I'm like, you know, I don't need this. I don't need that sort of anxiety. The only thing that happened was some cat shitted in the garden, as it does. And then because it was left there and it rained, it smudged into the fucking grass. Like it's artificial grass as well. It's not even natural grass. At least it could have fertilized, right? It's artificial. It was nasty, man. So that was the only butters things I had to clean.
Cleaning the poo-poos first.
You know what? I don't even clean Isla or Alara's or Idris's pants. And I had to clean random cat shit. But the thing is, it's not clean properly, so I'm just feeling butters about that spot. It's kind of like I said, it got smudged in, and from the surface you can't see it, but it's still there. So I had to, I feel butters about it. But anyway, outside of that, man, I deleted that group. I was like, you know what? Don't need this negative group, and you know, don't want the anxiety of like, is something going wrong with the flat or the house? Like everything was cool, man. So yeah, so that's it. And it's cleaned up yesterday, and now just back into trying to get back into the swing of things, training, routine, diet. Diet's the main one, bro. I've got to have a clean diet for a couple of days, a week again. But yeah, that's it, bro. Last thing is just emotions, bro. Just I'm not even lying. I fell asleep. I went to sleep sad yesterday because I left the house because I left you lot. And then I woke up sad as well. I was like, oh man, I miss the kids. I just miss being home, man. I don't think I'll ever get rid of that feeling. I thought it'd be better, but you can never get. I don't think you could ever get rid of that feeling. It's always gonna be like that.
No, it will be, bro. It's gonna be really hard. That's always the thing about living away is that it's always gonna be home, right?
That's it, man. I mean, I love being in Dubai and I'm loving and excited about the opportunities. But man, like London's just good because you lot are there. And that plays the biggest part because I really feel it in my emotions, like when I leave.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, man, like I would only stay in London for the family. Otherwise, I don't want to be in London, man. Not right now.
I don't blame you, man. It's for, bro. It took me. I left work just before 4, so I can try and get back. Like around 4:30, 4:45, was stuck in traffic till it's just a mission, bro. And I don't know, man. People are just weird, bro. It's weird. The drivers are not considerate, and yeah, it's got madness, bro. But people are on edge, bro. There's something about this country that will never. What's the word? Will never level. It never level out. You know, there's always some sort of stupidness going on here, bro.
I mean, I don't know, bro, man. Drivers here ain't any good either. But the attitudes of people, I mean, like I say, I've said the attitudes of some people are basic, but like it's not like the UK and the Western countries. Like there's a lot more aggression, there's a lot more ego, you know, people just want to fight each other and beat each other up and have that, you know, that on top of people. Here, there's not, then you don't get that. Yes, the drivers are basic, but you don't get that. And so one thing I loved about Singapore as well, like people were cool. There was no idiots on the streets that just wanted to fight you or, you know, just make a point. You know, Japan is like that. So it's something the Western world is something about it. I think it's just too many egos. Everyone wants to be the top dog. Everyone wants to, you know, be better than other, you know, just bully them. They're bullies, man. People are bullies, man. That's it, literally.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do, bro, man? It's the part of everyday life, bro, over here anyway in the UK, and there seems to be. I feel like I noticed something at work today was like I'm just there, bro. I just want to do my work. I want to go home, and I just want to be with Lara. It looked like Lara had a good day today. You know, seeing videos of her having jokes. I was like, oh, basic man. I should be there. And you know, a lot of people at work they're trying to prove something, but I was like, man, there's no validation in me trying to prove myself to somebody who will just replace me in a second. I get the work done, and I try and make my dues while I'm there. But the only reason I'm here is that I can support these guys. You know what I mean? And bring a bit of happiness into Lara's life. So I suppose I have a different concept of way I see work. But them guys, man, that's that they live with. Some guys live and breathe that, man. They don't want to be next to their family. You know what I mean? And I
I
don't
mean,
want to
that's how
be like
some
that
people
absent
are.
guys. That
Yeah.
I find that hard, man. I mean, why would you want to be absent while your kid's growing up and developing and new things are happening? I just don't
Yeah.
understand that concept.
Well, I guess in a business, bro. I mean, because I'm like you. I'm like you. I mean, and it doesn't mean that we're not ambitious, because I think
No,
we're
no, no.
ambitious in many different ways. We get
Of
the job
course.
done to the best of our abilities. We try our
Mm,
best. We like the fact. At the end of the day, I see what you're saying, but the fact is, we still have our own integrity, and we still take 100% ownership of our responsibilities. That would
that's
never
right.
change.
Yeah, yeah,
Because we have integrity. We work hard. Our father worked hard, so we know what
yeah.
it means to work hard and support. But some people are just ambitious in different ways. You know what I mean? Like they want. I seen that with my company too. You know, people just really want to. They want to be it grow or just like just be there all the time or just work all the time. I mean, I'm the same, but I do appreciate my company because they try to emphasize a lot on work-life balance. And if you
Mm,
don't have to work late, they don't encourage working late. Our management don't encourage working late, all that sort of stuff.
yeah.
But when you're there, of course, you will need to take full responsibility of what you're doing. But even when we're working, it's always like, listen, there's always a trust of like, we trust that you are going to be accountable for your responsibilities. You know what I mean?
Mm.
That's it. And no one's else bugging you. No one's asking me to be on 100% and blah, blah. It's as long as I'm on point, I'm good. You know what I mean? So people are different, but we're ambitious in different ways. Doesn't mean we're not ambitious in our career. I mean, I've grown so much, and that's not saying I'm not ambitious, but just saying that me just doing my best. It's not trying
No,
to
no, same
trying
here,
to
bro. And
prove.
I'm not trying to
Yeah.
single anybody out. I think everybody has different priorities in their lives and stuff like that. I think I'm a bit different to that, but it kind of just look, man. I just want to do my work and go see my girl, man. That's all I want to do. Why are you so anxious
Yeah.
for? I just want to get home, man, before she gets to sleep, and I'm stuck in a 2 hour bloody traffic or something. You know what I mean? So please, leave me alone.
Mm. Yeah, no, I feel that though. I feel that. I mean, I don't have kids, but working from home it's a blessing in some ways. I do get a little bit, what's the word? Like I need to get out. Like by the
Mm.
weekends, I'm like, we need to go out, which is fun. But it does, I don't know. When I get my new routine, when I join the gym, when my shoulder gets better, I'm gonna figure out if I should be in the office or not. But I think it will help a little bit for whenever I need to just go in there. But yeah, no, I mean, career, man, it's different.
No, no, of course, of course, of course. Uh, all right, man. Let's jump in, bro. Tell me what's happening.
Let's jump in with the news this week. Listen, I'm going to start off with some MMA stuff because I don't know if I'm going to do fight talk this week with Kurt K West, but
Yeah, go for it.
if we do, we'll pull it up anyway. But I just wanted to start with a quick. There's no fights anywhere. Actually, the next fights are happening on Saturday. It starts off again with the UFC, so we'll probably do one next week. But let's see anyway. But I did want to start off with, again, sad news. I feel like every week, but this was really sad because rest in peace, Victoria Lee. And now
Mm.
she's a young fight. She's 18, bro. She's 18, right? And she's with the Lee family, and her sister and her brother are ONE FC champions. They're well known in the martial arts. Her parents are martial arts, all that sort of stuff. So in Singapore, they're very famous. In the ONE FC, they're famous. She started fighting, I think, at the age of 16, professionally in
Yeah.
the ONE FC. Like she was gonna be a megastar, like her brother and her sister and whatnot. And I believe it was suicide. If I read
Oh man.
correctly, and if I read through the notes, it was suicide. During the December time period, the holiday season, she committed suicide. I didn't read into, and I don't think it was out there on why or what was troubling her, but I think, end of the day, she's a young girl, 18. mental health. And I mean, that's the thing, you don't know, man. Because like I'm looking at her thinking, wow, she's 16 and she's winning these professional fights. She's fighting for the ONE FC. She's gonna be a superstar. But man, you don't know what happiness. That doesn't mean happiness. You know what I mean? I don't know what was going through her head. I hope, being a young kid and all that pressure on her of being a superstar and all that sort of stuff, and being a professional fighter, and of course the internet trolls are out there as well, which will be a part of the game. I hope that's got nothing to do with it, but man, if she did take her life, then obviously there was something there. And her sister just put a post out recently, so obviously she didn't put a post out immediately because obviously they were grieving a lot then. And then she finished it off with saying, if you need to talk to someone, or just always reach out to loved ones, man. It's so important. We say this all the time with all these sort of things. Like, it's so important to communicate and reach out to loved ones, man, because you just don't know who's going through what. And then before you know it, God forbid something happens, it's too late. You're like, man, I should have reached out. I should have said something. And it's happened so many times. It's happened to us. And Victoria Lee, rest in peace, and my condolences to her family. And it's yeah, I mean, it's crazy. So young, 18, man. So young.
So young, man. So young. You just don't think, like, some people have a will to keep pushing in a different way. Some people just don't know. I mean, at that age, bro, I didn't even know what was going on until I was probably 30, bro, and that's the honest truth. But now, looking back at it, people I had around me, it is about having people around you. I think that's what we were blessed with and what we were lucky with, bro. There are some people that suffer that, is that we had people around us. We always had people, whether it was family, but it was friends. We had a lot of close friends around us, bro. And I think that helped me along whatever I was struggling with or what I was going through at the time. That it didn't have to explode into something big, that I had somebody close by, but we was lucky to have people around us. So, no, condolences, man. Prayers to the family. That's always a hard one when it's suicide. You really don't know what's going through. That's why I tell people, like, when they ask me, are you all right? I'm not all right. I've had a long day. I haven't slept, blah, blah, blah. I'm honest. Because everybody puts this front on that they have to be like, yeah, everything's cool, man. Everything's, hunky-dory and the rest of it. But I'm honest, and my people, some people at my workplace maybe find that a bit offensive and a bit different. I'm just telling you the truth, guy. I only had 3 hours sleep last night. I had to do this Tonks 1 hour half journey to come to work. I'm not happy about that. I'm here. I'm just going to do my work. I'm going to listen to my music and go home. You know what I mean? But I'm honest about that. That is how I'm feeling, isn't it? When somebody's asking me, Kibbs, what you up to this week? Then I'd say, okay, yeah, today was a shit day, but tomorrow, man, we got 2 screenings this week, bro. It's going to be I don't know how I'm going to get through the week. Plus, I've got like some big meeting on Thursday with work. It's going to be hectic, bro. So 2 screenings, yeah, excited. Let me shout outs to Universal and shout outs to Paramount UK. I've got is it Megan multimedia screening tomorrow, and I've got Babylon, Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie movie on Wednesday. So yeah, it's full on, bro. Yeah, the brothers geek out in full force until baby's here. So yeah, I've got to do as much as I can till that happens, and then kind of work out if we need a new team member, bro. Somebody who can go out and do the screenings and stuff, because it's with the timing and stuff. So we're recruiting. Yes. The brothers geek out is recruiting. You could do reviews for us. So you know what? I'm going to put it out there, bro, because it will help. Definitely will help. But unless my man Gilman starts getting some connects over there in Dubai and you can start helping a brother out, bro, I think that'd be good.
That's what I want to do, man. I really want to do it, man. I just got to I got to imitate what you did and push it and tag whatever and send the emails out or whatever. I don't do that. That's why I need to do it. I don't know how to do it. So I need you to teach me and show me. Like, even if I find the connect, the email, then you just write this or whatever. So yeah,
that's fine. We'll get on that.
We'll definitely get on that. Yeah.
But still,
well, yeah,
recruiting, I'd say. Anybody who's out there who listens to the podcast, watches the videos, supports the channel, and you're into this stuff, and I'm gonna for the UK, anybody who lives in London preferably, because it helps out when it comes to going to screenings and stuff. if you want to become the newest member of the Brothers Geek Out podcast, because Ash is too busy as well with 2 kids, give us a shout. Drop a message on the comments below. Drop us an email. Our email's everywhere, social media. Drop me a message and say, Kibs, hook a brother up, and we'll do the initiation process and then get you in. But yeah, I think that would be great. That would be a massive help. And then we get a different perspective as well, bro, on the podcast, on the film reviews and stuff like that. Because I feel like even me now recently, like looking back at some of the stuff, the amount of stuff that we do, which is amazing. And we're coming close to 4K on TikTok. So massive thank you for the people that listen through TikTok, is getting somebody else's opinion. I need somebody else. I need a Mark Bernardin. If you're a Mark Bernardin out there, bring your ass over here to the Brothers Geek Out, and it'd be great to even just geek out and have somebody else's perspective on it. And it'd be just nice to have a continued guest, but not a guest, but like a continued person that can come on and geek out with us.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, look, I have that with Slick, and we talk about MMA and whatnot, and it's just great to have that perspective and bounce off him about it. But yeah, I mean, even I was just gonna say, even if it's someone that cannot commit to all of it, like maybe we rotate it. Like, hey, we've got some screenings coming up. Who wants to go to this? Who wants to go to that? Make a comment on whatnot that you want to go to this screen, and then you can go. And then I guess in return, you know, just do a little video of a review, do a little 5-minute review video and send it over. We post it, and
exactly.
At least you get an opportunity to go to screenings and stuff like that. So yeah, no, that sounds good, bro. Look, I need to get on it. I really want to get on it, man. I need to do something in Dubai. There needs to be something that I could do out of Dubai. It's such a growing market. Yeah, man. What else? All right, MMA wise, last thing that's been going around. Khabib is retiring from coaching, which sucks. I mean, sucks, but he's such a humble dude. He's just like a noble man. He's like, listen, I need to walk away because I don't want to miss being a father. So I need to walk away and just focus on my family. So it's amazing that, you know, he did that. Obviously, his father passed away, and maybe he just realized that, I don't know. I mean, he trained with his father. His father was his coach. His father was everything to him, everything. So he had that closeness to them. But maybe it's different with his kids. But it's man, as a coach,
you just want to be more present.
That's it. I mean,
he wants to be present.
Yeah, I hope he's still around, which I'm sure he will be. But I think as a coach, he has to go to all the events. You're talking about all the UFC ones when his boys, someone from his crew team is fighting, Bellator, ONE FC, just traveling all over the world. So maybe he might pick and choose. And that would be great if he still shows up. I'm sure he'll show up in Abu Dhabi and when they do the UFC here and everything. But yeah, no, I mean, I think he's a legend in the sport. He's going to go down as one of the best. And as a Muslim fighter, it's always great to have not someone that's just, you know, amazing at the sport and freaking dominating and what, but someone that's not afraid to be who he is, not afraid to speak about his religion or you know, just talk from his religious perspective, not even try and promote it or preach it or that. And it's just like, when everyone says, you know, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Everyone says that in the UFC and whatnot. But just someone coming on and just saying, yeah, alhamdulillah. I'm not saying the same thing, praise to God, praise to Allah. But it's the same principles, but just in Islamic perspective. It's just easy to, he was always never shy away from doing that. He was just always being himself, where, you know, and I think the last time we had someone like that was, and got up to that popular, the last time we had someone like that was Muhammad Ali. But he was a different level. It was back then, you know, he represented his culture, the Black community, Muslims, and just people around the world. Like, he spoke up for everyone. So he was a different level. But yeah, I mean, Khabib, like, the closest thing we had was Muhammad Ali, and I wasn't even around at that time. So it was exciting to be around at this time and follow that.
That's it'd be amazing, bro. Definitely amazing to see that. Definitely be amazing to see that. I look green, man. I look like the incredible green guy. What's going on there, man? Lighting his butters.
You have a bright light.
Bro, you know what? Since setting up this room, it's been a headache, bro. Always one thing after another. I can't fit the lamp in here. The LG light, sorry, LG guys, as much as I love all this, there's no space for it to put it somewhere. So I'm trying to find something technically that would work. So maybe some LED strips on the shelf that would brighten it up for me. Now I'm using this, like this, I don't know, it's like a circle light, but it's so small. It's making me look butters. But yeah, we got so much work to do still in this room, man. When you're doing it yourself, man, it just keeps dragging. And like, I think I got rid of so much stuff, like in my collectibles, like tried to narrow down my collection. I just forgot some of the stuff I got, bro. You're right. You accumulate shit, bro. Like so much. I've got a couple of Marvel Legends on our eBay account. Check it out, guys. Some Hot Toys relisted up on there as well. Go check it out, guys. If you guys like collectibles, there's a whole load of stuff on there you guys will absolutely love. But yeah, it's just too much, bro. Anyway, green kibs it is. I just got to deal with it. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, cool. Great, Green Games. I get you, bro. There's so much shit to accumulate, and I still haven't finished this place yet. I still need to print out. You didn't send me the images I want to pull up there. So
We need to finish it off, to be honest. So we can. What we could do as well, we'll jump on a Zoom call. Excuse me, and we can go through the designs.
Yeah.
And then kind of go from there. But we could do that, and then I can send you the files, and you just download them, find a place to print them on Canvas or something like that, and
yeah, cool. And that way as well, if we do it on Zoom, I could show you what I'm thinking of how to pull it up there.
Yeah,
all right,
exactly.
cool.
Yeah.
The other thing was, all right, the next thing was Black Panther. Now, previously I said it comes out in January. I was wrong. I saw some fake news shit. So it comes out February 1st. I swear I saw January 24th or something on Disney Plus. But anyway, that was wrong. I said that last week, and I think I said it the week before. February 1st, Black Panther will be available on Disney Plus. So do check that out. An opportunity to watch it from home. I'll definitely catch it again myself. All right. Aaron Taylor Johnson has had a secret test with James Bond producer, bro. What do you think of him as James Bond? There was all this talk about Idris Elba, my guy Henry Cavill, like loads of people, but his name didn't pop up. What do you think about him, Aaron Taylor?
I think he's a good actor, bro. He is good. And you know what? I didn't even know if Daniel Craig was going to be good, but they could surprise us if it works. Why not? You know what I mean? If they can pull it off, then I think he'd be good. He was wicked as Orange and Tangerine in there we go. Orange and Tangerine in what was it called?
Bullet Train.
Bullet Train. That was sick.
Such a good movie, yeah.
They were he was really good in that. So I think he pull it off, man. He's got a great catalog of movies. He's done different things. Yeah, it really depends, bro. Like Daniel Craig, after I watched Casino Royale, I was like, what the hell? He is awesome. Like they gave us a whole different feel to Bond. And Casino Royale is probably one of my favorite Bond movies. It's just a great film. And they didn't have to give me too much about. I think because I like mystery, they didn't have to give me too much intro where he's from. Like after what they did was trying to give us backstories. Don't give me no backstories, man. Just give me the action. You know what I mean? We got plenty of that in the 80s and 90s where I didn't know. Like Hard Target, bro. When you see Jean-Claude Van Damme, yes, they gave you a little bit of intro, but they went straight into the action, bro. That's what I want, bro. I want easy stories to get me lost and get away from this world for an hour and a half, 2 hours. You know what I mean? So I don't need too much complications when it comes to giving me a beginning story. So whatever they do with Aaron Carter, I mean, I wish him well, man. I think he's gonna be good, man. He was wicked in Aaron Taylor, sorry. Yeah.
I think
sorry?
He passed away, didn't he? Aaron Carter passed away. He did.
He did. Rest in peace, man. Sorry, dude. Yeah, he'd be great. He'd be good. He's got a good catalog of movies. I'm sure he'd be fine, bro.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was British, bro, because I first saw him in Kick-Ass, and then assumed American dude, and then next thing I find out he's British. Yeah, he's awesome. I think with Daniel Craig, they went in a complete different direction, right? Because you went from all these suave looking dudes, man, and then you finally went into a guy who almost looks like a badass dude. Which I agree. I think James Bond should be that guy, even though some people think, he should be that suave dude and a spy. But I think someone who's going to kick ass and be doing stunts and driving snowmobiles or whatever, it's someone, I don't know. I'm assuming it's like a badass MI5 or MI6 agent is if that's where he's from, is someone that looks like Daniel Craig. Now, Aaron Taylor, I mean, he gets jacked. I mean, you know, he gets in great shape. We've seen him as what do you call it, Quicksilver and whatnot. So yeah, no, I mean, and again, it's a direction. I mean, if they do if they do an origin story, I know you don't like that. I think what with the Daniel Craig one, it was they were not rebooting it, but they were bringing in a new audience, as in like new action, new style, all that sort of stuff. So it was kind of like, you know, almost like a reboot, where they were trying to reintroduce him to not just the old audience, but the new ones as well. But again, with a character like James Bond, though, I do agree we don't need that, because we've had he's an iconic character that's been around for ages. You don't need to give me a backstory like this James Bond. I get it. So I guess it depends on the movie and the characters when it comes to origin stories or backstories and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, that should be cool. All right, what's next? What have I got here? Oh, Mr. Batista, who's an awesome actor. His career's smashing it. He's been very versatile in his roles and everything that he does. He said that he's very relieved that he's done with Drax. And he said that, what was his quote? He said, "I just don't know if I want to be Drax, if I want Drax to be my legacy. It's a silly performance and I want to do more dramatic stuff," Batista said. So he feels Drax is too silly. And I think the thing is, he's such a great actor. And I think he's been involved with some good movies. He's got this one with M. Night Shyamalan coming out where he's a really good actor. So I feel like he's improving every day. And he feels like, you know what? Like I could do... Drax was awesome. If he thinks it's silly, that's cool. I think he added a different dynamic to that character, which made him lovable. What he did was he was able to make a character that not many people are familiar with, including myself. I just knew he was a part of, Infinity Sagas, all that sort of stuff. But you made someone so lovable and enjoyable to watch. I think that's an achievement in itself. That's my opinion. I don't know nothing about acting, but he brought that out, and he will be known as Drax. And I don't think, if he doesn't want it to be his legacy, I don't think it will be. But I don't think it's silly. But, I think when that thing happened with James Gunn, he made it clear that he didn't want to be a part of Marvel then. So I guess he kind of wanted to cut his ties back then. And now he's kind of finished. I think he's like, yeah, look, I'm done with it. And then we move on. So, so we sad to see him go, because I really enjoyed Drax's character. I'm never going to lie. Never going to forget when I watched Infinity War. And he was like, "I'll give you one better. Who is Gamora?" But that killed me, bro. Like, that was so funny. But I don't know. It's down to him. But he's a great actor, and I don't see anything. He's going to be smashing it with his acting career. So good for him.
Listen, I think he is absolutely amazing. He's a great actor. He's an actor, bro. He's done some amazing roles. He's got a great catalogue of movies as well. But when you've come to a point where you've done something for like 10, 15 years, it's time to say goodnight. You know what I mean? Unless they give him some super horrendous amount of money, say, man, stick to this character, man. Here's the monies. Then, it depends. But then some people just want to move on and keep moving on. And, good on him, man. He was wicked in Glass Onions. I'm looking forward to seeing him more. He's got loads more coming out.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. He's awesome. Okay, all right. I read this the other day, bro. So Paramount apparently is being sued by the old Romeo and Juliet star, and I believe it's the movie from I can't remember the date. I should have wrote it down. I feel it was the 30s. No, maybe that might be too old, but the old one. It must be like really old. Anyway, the stars was Juliet Stars and Olivia Hussey. Sorry. Olivia Hussey and Leonard Whiting. And they're looking to sue Paramount for 500 million, because apparently they had to do a Badusi scene and the director forced them to get naked. So all these years later, I believe it's like 60s or 50s, so all these years later,
68,
like,
1968.
68. Okay, cool. So I think one of them, I think one of them was someone passed away at the age of 95 not too long ago. So they were old school, man. But they're looking to sue them for, making them do Badusi on the screen. But that was a different time. I mean, look, I don't know what happened. I don't know, it's been so many years and whatnot. I guess, I don't know, man. It's a different time back then. I mean, things were probably weird, man. I mean, things are weird now. Things were weirder back then, bro. So I don't know. I don't know anything about what to say, but I thought I'd just share that news because interesting how you're gonna try and sue them, innit? They can do. The director apparently on the day of the scene was like, no, you gotta do it. It's gonna sell loads. Of course, you're gonna sell loads if you put Badusi on the screen. But I don't know how bad it was. But apparently, they had to get naked in front of everyone and all that sort of stuff. So that's where the uncomfortableness was. I doubt they showed it on TV because back then I think they were quite restrictive. I think, but that's what I read. I don't know. Interesting.
All right. Unusual. All right. Cool.
Cool. Wednesday is renewed for season 2. Have you seen season 1 yet? You saw that, right?
Brilliant, bro. Really good, man.
So good. So good.
Very, very good. Very good. Great show. What's her name? Jenna Ortega. She's brilliant.
She was in Iron Man 3.
What?
I saw a thing where she was in Iron Man 3. There's a clip where the president, you remember when we find out the president or the vice president was a traitor, and he's in his house, he takes he goes up to his daughter and he says like, something, it was her birthday. Apparently that was her, Jenna Ortega. That was her.
Right.
Hopefully that's not fake news. I saw that the other day. It was on the internet, so it might be fake news, but it looked like her.
I'll have to check that out. But yeah, no, she was brilliant, bro. Great story. Great watch. Great to see something like that being put together in such a smart way, fun way as well. It's a good fun watch as well, and a murder mystery. You know what I mean? What more can you ask for? It's good.
That's it, man. Cool. Well, on that news, I read that James Cameron is looking to start off Avatar 3 because he said we finally broke even with Avatar 2, or they get into it very close to breaking even with Avatar 2. So he's like, all right, well, I'm good to go on Avatar 3. Now, apparently, my guys, like I said, that Avatar 3 is like 9 hours long, and he's trying to get them to render all the special effects to on point before he starts editing and cutting. That's mad. But yeah, look, it made 1 point. I don't know what it's on now, but it's made the 1 point something billion. If it gets to 1.7. Oh, bloody hell, it'll freaking get to 2 billion. I don't know if it's going to get as high as the first one, but it's going to get the 2 billion, which is crazy.
What's the first one on?
First one was on 2. It's the highest, right? 2.9, I believe.
Oh, 3 billion. But if interesting,
then you
man,
got
that would be
Endgame's at 2.7, and then Titanic after that. I mean, geez, man, these movies.
My guy got the top 3 spot, bros.
Crazy. Oh well, top 2, right? Well, Endgame second, so Titanic's third.
It will take over, bro. He'll take over. Definitely. He'll have the top 3 movie. He'll have the top 3 movie in the world, and it's gonna be hard.
Only one I think that could have done it. I'm not joking. I think if Endgames, you put a whole bunch of deleted scenes, proper deleted scenes, not the shit that we saw last time, and then re-release that, like in a couple years, you know. That will be
let's see what they do. Come on, Marvel.
Disney own all of it anyway, so they're fucking happy anyway. They don't give a shit.
Exactly.
All right, what's the next one? Rian Johnson has already started working on the script for Knives Out 3. According to a recent interview with Weird, Knives Out 3 is also part of the Netflix deal and will hit streamers when it's released. So another Knives Out.
Good on them, bro. Good on them. That's very good.
Love that.
Very good.
I enjoyed
that movie.
Very fun.
Very good.
All right, last thing that I have on my list was, what is this? Paul Mescal will head into the arena as a new Gladiator sequel.
Oh yeah, I heard that. I did read that. I don't know who he is though.
I'm not too familiar with him myself, to be honest with you.
I haven't been on social as much.
It's going to be based on his son.
His son?
Marcus Aurelius, I believe, his son.
His son died.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Then I don't know what the fuck he's about, man. I read some shit. Maybe it's fake news, bro.
It's going to be fake news everywhere, bro. But yeah, listen, man, if they can pull it off and it works well, then why not, man? I'm looking forward to seeing what they do.
Yeah, he's got a few movies here that I'm not familiar with, to be honest with you, but maybe that's fake news then, man. I don't know, man. I'm glad. Let's see what he says. Star Ridley Scott Paramount. Yeah, I don't know. That's what he says, man. It's on, what's that source, man? Deadlines, The Guardian. It's a few different publications are saying it. All right, well, anyway. I don't think they need to do a sequel to that, man. That movie was just one of those cult classic movies that you shouldn't touch, but
Exactly.
it is what it is, I guess.
Oh, bro, we in that era, bro. We are in that era.
Yep, that's it, bro. That's all I had. That was all the news I picked up for the week. Other than that, nothing else has been going on. Like I said, if me and K West do the fight talk, we'll try and do it this week and maybe just give a little preview of our thoughts on the fights coming up this weekend. If not, we'll just do one next weekend when the fights start. Outside of that, man, we're trying to think. Nothing else, man. Nothing else going on. This week's back to routine.
No, same here, bro. Same here. As I said, guys, we've got 2 screenings this week, so our reviews will be up by the end of the week. We're watching Megan and Babylon, which will be good fun to be back in the swing of things. Keep us busy again. But as always, massive thank you. We come to 800 followers on Twitter, so massive thank you to you guys.
Not too bad.
I hope you guys really, what is it they say? 10%? 5% of you guys enjoy the podcast. I know most of you follow me because of the freebies you guys get. I got some more freebies coming out in the next couple of days. Just waiting to see what comes over, and I'll run another competition. Guys, I want to run some more stuff here on YouTube because I just want it to get a bit more interactive. And we've tried this before. I want to try it again. I have got loads of stuff. I've got some Funko Pops that I want to be able to give away. I've got a Namor Funko Pop. Hold on, where is it? Oh, it's gonna be a mission to find now, but I've got a Namor Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever. He's jumping out the water sort of Funko Pop to give away to one of you watchers. You guys are not podcasters. If you don't listen to the podcast, like on, just watching. If you watch here, drop a message, comment, and I'll pick one of you guys out and I'll send it out to you. All right, that's just to say thank you and for the support on the channel for the past couple of years. Well, how long we start this YouTube page for now? A year and a bit?
With this specific one, year and a bit, I think.
Yeah, year and a bit now. We've got a good couple of episodes on there. And the social media, like Instagram past 500, the TikTok is like just great. And there's, listen to this message, bro. Somebody who sent me a message who listens to it on the podcast
on TikTok.
So they sent a message and they said, your podcast and post are what kind of stirred my inner geek back. I lost track of everything in addiction for a very long time, and I was pretty quiet about being a book and comic book nerd and loving my fantasy and superhero stuff. I want to thank you guys for the podcast. I really enjoy everything you guys do. Keep up the amazing work, and here's to an amazing 2023. And fingers crossed, I get to a Comic-Con, which is on my bucket list. I love being a fan of the Brothers Geek Out podcast.
Oh, awesome, man! That's sick. That is a nice freaking message.
That's somebody. Anyway, amazing, absolutely amazing message. What more can I say to end the show? But a great way to end the show. You know what I'm going to start doing now? So because I don't want to say names and I don't want to put people out there. I mean, as you heard, addiction. That's a big thing, and for us to bring somebody's inner geek out and for them to enjoy the fandom again, that's something we should be proud of, man. That's absolutely amazing,
man. We spoke about meeting the Rock and stuff, which is also very, very amazing. But just something like that is like, who would have known? Make an impact like that. That's freaking awesome. That's made me feel good about what we do. That's why I don't think I don't think we ever will stop. But that is
all it takes. That one listener.
Love that.
I
love that. I love
and
that.
as you know, we're not in it for the views and all the rest of it. We just want to have a good time and enjoy it. So, and that's what we do. We get to enjoy it. But yeah, no, massive. That's that. If any other messages come on next podcast, I'll always leave it with somebody's comment because I think that's a great way to interact with you guys as well that listen. And we're so grateful and thankful that you guys take time out to listen to us or watch us on YouTube or all the other streaming platforms. So sometimes, you know, we've been consistent, and I think that's the important part of anything on everyday life is being consistent. If you can keep consistent on one thing that you love and enjoy, then it will take you places or introduce and new opportunities will come out of it. So keep at it, guys, and a massive thank you. G-Man.
All right, awesome. I'm out, man. That was awesome. Great way to end it, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
One love, guys. Peace.